Hi, I'm AJ Hogue of EffortlessEnglishClub.com. Let's talk about error correction. You see, in the Effortless English system, we do not correct errors. Right? When I'm doing a teleseminar with students, with our members, I never correct mistakes. I never tell them, oh, that's wrong. Never, 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 never. In our forums, in our VIP social site, when our members write about their lives or about some interesting idea, we never, never, never correct mistakes. Why not? Some members, some people actually want their errors corrected. They ask, oh, please tell me when I make a mistake. Never do it. There's a few reasons we don't do this. Reason number one, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. There are a lot of studies about error correction, especially spoken errors. And in this research, it's shown that it does not help. And in my own teaching experience, I noticed the same thing. When I first began as a teacher many years ago, I would correct my students. If they said something, incorrect, they made a grammar mistake when they were speaking, I would say, no, 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 that's wrong, it's this, and I'd tell them the right answer. And I would constantly be correcting their mistakes. But I noticed something. It never helped. Because the next day, they would come and make the exact same mistake again. The next week, again. Even if I corrected that mistake 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, it didn't help. They continued to make the same mistake. And that's what the research shows also, that even when you correct someone's mistake again and again and again many times, it just doesn't help. Why not? Well, because of this. When you get an error correction, your conscious mind, the kind of front part of your mind, understands. You logically understand. You consciously understand. Here's the problem. When you're speaking in a real conversation and listening and understanding in a real conversation, everything happens fast, 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 super fast. It's all happening in your unconscious, kind of that deeper part of your brain. So correcting a mistake, just because your conscious mind understands, it doesn't change anything in your unconscious mind, not at all. So you'll understand, oh, that's correct, but then when you speak in a conversation, you'll continue making the same mistake. So it's just a waste of time to have your errors corrected. Reason number 2 that I don't correct errors. Not only does it not help, it actually hurts people. See, when I corrected people's mistakes, what happened? They would start to hesitate. Instead of just speaking naturally and easily, letting the words come out, they would start worrying about mistakes. They would start trying to consciously control their speech and try to monitor and control their mistakes. When they did that, their speaking got slower and less natural. Their understanding got slower because now they're trying to think and worrying about mistakes instead of just hearing and understanding. So it hurt their listening ability, it hurt their speaking ability. And then I saw the research and I said, okay, good, no more. I'm not correcting mistakes. It does not help. So please do not ask your teacher to correct your mistakes, and certainly never ask me because I won't do it. So how do you improve? How do you improve so you don't make mistakes so much? Well, it's quite simple. You do it through lots of input, lots of listening to native speakers, Americans, Canadians, British, Australians, etc. And lots of reading, again, real materials, not textbooks. See, when you constantly, again and again and again and again, hear a correct phrase, hear the correct grammar, it starts to go into your unconscious. And eventually, after enough repetitions, you will automatically change and speak more correctly. This is how it works. This is how babies and children learn to speak correctly. In the beginning, they make a lot of mistakes too. And people don't constantly correct every one of their grammar mistakes. But they, again and again and again, listen to correct English, and then eventually, as they understand it more and more, it just becomes natural to speak correctly. So don't focus on your mistakes. Focus on the positive thing you want. What do you want? You want correct spoken English. So focus on getting more and more listening, more and more reading of correct English, real English, natural English, not textbooks. Your mistakes then will improve gradually and automatically. So no error corrections. Instead, what you want, lots of listening to correct English, real English, and lots of reading of easy stories, easy novels, easy nonfiction books. Again, real, correct English. Input is the answer, not error correction. I'm AJ Hogue of EffortlessEnglishClub.com.